Sydney, thank you. It has been an active summer on Capitol Hill. There are a lot of issues on the table, and among those, the commission on the January 6th attack on Capitol Hill, also the new surge in COVID cases that's happening across the country. And Ryan is standing by alongside U.S. Congresswoman Stephanie Murphy to talk more about what's happening there in Washington, D.C.
Yeah, both big topics, Amy. Good morning, Congresswoman Murphy. Always great to have you on the program. Thanks for joining us.
Great to be with you, Ryan.
Let's start with the COVID surge. We've seen now 6 states, they've got a 400% increase in COVID cases, but a lot of focus on Florida, seeing the majority of cases. So the big question, do we need more restrictions in Florida? Of course, you know that topic brings very strong emotions on both sides.
You know, Florida is leading the country in this latest surge because we have one of the lower vaccination rates in the country. And I think it's really important that we know there are proven ways to prevent people from contracting COVID, and it includes a vaccine. We had scientists work very hard to create an innovative vaccine, and we know that folks who are vaccinated don't contract COVID, or if they do, they're in the very few breakthrough cases, their symptoms are really mild. So there are actions that people can take today to ensure that we get a hold of this surge that we're seeing in our state. And so, yeah, I don't know about you, but we had a taste of what it was like to return to normal this summer. And I want to be able to go back to normal life again. And it's really simple if our neighbors would just take the right actions.
Yeah, I think a lot of people feel that way, Congresswoman. And maybe we'll see an uptick, because I have had people that have been very against the vaccine saying this has kind of made us rethink it. So maybe we'll see an uptick. Is that kind of what you're hoping for in Congress?
I certainly am. It has an impact not just on the people who contract COVID, but also on the rest of the community, because as you've seen, it impacts our ability to provide health care for those who have regular other health problems. And so I think it's the patriotic thing to do. Let's return to normal. Let's get our economy back up and going. Let's be able to go out and enjoy our family and our friends again. Let's pull together and get through this together.
Let's move on to the January 6th Commission now, which you're a member of. Just thoughts on the testimony so far. Some of them were emotional. And can you also respond to people who say that this is just political in Washington?
The January 6th Commission is important because we want to make sure that in our democracy, nobody believes that they can use political violence to achieve their desired political outcome. We are always going to be a nation that probably has tough and closely fought elections, but we have to be a nation that can accept those results, and that we have institutions that are resilient to political violence as a means of achieving political outcomes. So this commission is really important for us to understand what led up to January 6th, what happened on January 6th, and how we can prevent this from ever happening again.
Congresswoman, for you to say this was a successful commission at the end, what will it take, and what do you hope happens once all these findings are complete and done with the commission that you're working on?
We look to the 9/11 Commission as the gold standard for what we hope to achieve, and that is to lay out the full body of facts of exactly who financed this effort, why they're motivated to do this, whether there's a continued threat to this country, a complete understanding of how the local, state, and federal agencies interacted with each other on that day and in the run-up to it, and are they? And then we would make a set of recommendations on how we better prepare ourselves for these acts, so that we can defend our democracy and so that nobody can use violence in order to secure a political outcome.
Let's finish with this. You're going to hear from some of your constituents today. I know you're hosting, I believe, 2 town halls. What's the goal here, and what do you expect to hear back?
I believe as a representative, I need to listen to the people I represent. And so since taking office in 2017, I've held over 500 public events. This is a continuation of those public events in order to provide folks with a time that is convenient to them to access my office and me. And I'll be listening to my constituents and trying to address some of the issues that come up.
Representative Murphy, it's always great to have you on the program, so thanks so much for joining us this morning.
Great to be with you. Have a good day.
9:09 now. The Brevard County Sheriff's Office is